In this video, I finally got my hands on a bottle of this Warner Edwards Honeybee limited edition gin. This is the 2018 one. I think they did do it in 2017. I cannot wait to try this. Stay tuned. Hello gin fans, and thank you for stopping by yet another one of my gin videos. Absolutely loving it at the moment, and I'm so excited about today's video. So excited. Not only is it I keep saying they're in my top 3, but they're really not. They are my out and out favourite gin brand in the UK, Warner Edwards. So not only have I got another Warner Edwards gin, but I've also finally got hold of a bottle after threatening it for a couple of months now, or however long I've been doing it. Finally got hold of a bottle of their Honeybee Gin. So really excited to do that. One of my first, when I relaunched the videos I was doing, one of the first gins that I did was the Warner Edwards Rhubarb. That is my out and out favourite gin at the moment. It's been my favourite gin for best part of a year, probably longer, if not like way longer than that, but I'm absolutely loving it. So this is Warner Edwards. If you don't know anything about me, if you're thinking who the hell is this, well, hi, my name's Steve the Barman. Basically I'm a cocktail bartender. I have my own business doing mobile cocktail bars and gin tasting nights, cocktail masterclasses. But I started doing these videos a couple of years ago, and then I stopped, and then I've restarted again because people always, especially in the gin boom time, people are coming up to me all the time and saying, Steve, what tonic water should I mix with this gin? Or Steve, what's a great gin to try? So the whole premise of these videos, I roll out this style of video every Wednesday and every Sunday. We basically take one gin every episode and then we match it up with 12 different tonic waters or mixers to see which ones work, which ones don't. If you've been following my journey so far, you'll find some really, not bizarre results, but really unexpected results. The Fifa tree are working with some and not others. Schweppes are coming out on top. Some tonic waters that I really like, as tonic waters just don't work with gins at all. So it's been a whole sort of journey of discovery for me. So if you love the sound of that, let me know you're watching. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like. If you've tried this gin before, let me know how you drink it, because the whole purpose of this, every palate's different. I try and be as objective as I can, but I'm trying to give you the best possible outcomes here, because honestly it isn't as easy when you're trying to taste what these gins really taste like. It isn't as easy as going, yeah, let's have it with Fever Tree, because sometimes it just doesn't work. There's a clash between the botanicals and the actual tonic water. So that's what it's all about. So give me some love, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a comment. Let me know how you're going. Let me know what gins you want me to feature, and we'll get them on there as soon as we can. So yeah, let's get on with this. Warner Edwards, if you don't know too much about Warner Edwards, I won't go into too much because I did talk about them back in the Rhubarb video. I will stick a link, right, if I remember, up there somewhere. If you're on YouTube, I'll stick a card up there. If not, if you're on Facebook, go and search it out. They'll be in my videos there somewhere. Warner Edwards, very quickly, they launched roughly the same time as I did when I set my own business up, December 2012. Ever since then, they started off with their Harrington Gin, which is Harrington's the village just outside of Kettering, where they are based. So they've got their Harrington Dry Gin, which is their base gin. And they've been rolling out, not too many gins, but they've been rolling out some very different but absolutely cracking gins ever since then. The Rhubarb gin, I've forgotten when it came out, maybe 2014, maybe I'm completely forgetting. But this one, this I believe is their second in their, what they call their botanical garden range. And this is one of the reasons why I love Warner Edwards so much, because it's not just the fact that they distilled their own gin from, they take the neutral spirit and they distill, it's not outsourced, but it's the fact that they're trying to do in their bit for the environment as well. All these botanical range, they've got, I think it was one of the guys' parents, their mum, that had the herb gardening going on, and they've brought that up and they've created this whole ecosystem on the farm where they're based. And that's what it's all about. They use botanicals that they forage from their own garden. The first gin that they did was the Melissa gin, kind of lemon balm, lots of different botanicals in there as well. But this one, honeybee, as you can imagine, it's got a very generous dollop of honey in there. It's still a proper gin, 43% ABV. It is not a liqueur. It is a gin, a proper out and out gin. But they but the whole thing with this, they put some beehives on their farm, because the bees actually help pollinate all the flowers and everything around them. It helps the botanicals, the herbs grow, helps the strawberries grow, everything on there. So it's the whole ecosystem. The bees are vital for that. So by putting beehives on there, they've got their own little ecosystem going on. But as they did with the Melissa gin as well, they're even giving you, with every single bottle, they even give you a pack of seeds. These are just general wildflower seeds, so you can grow them at home in your garden, and it'll get the bees coming around, and all the cross pollination, it'll just help a tree. So that's what Warner Edwards are all about. In their whole, everything they do is all about sustainability, ecosystem. It's just a cracking thing that they've got going on there. I go on about Warner Edwards. I love them. I love what they stand for. I love the guys that work for them as well, or their sales reps or sales managers, whatever you call. I know quite a few of them. Absolutely brilliant guys. Go and check them out. As I say, quick rundown of what they do. They've got their Harrington gin, they've got their slow gin, which is one of my favourite slow gins. They've got the Victoria Rhubarb gin. They've got their Elderflower gin, which I think might have been a limited edition in the first place, but it's actually just rolling out all the time now. Then you might still be able to get hold of a few bottles of the Melissa gin. I don't think that's a permanent stock, but I think that was a limited edition. And now they've got this one as well. Now, as you might expect for a limited edition gin, this is a little bit on the expensive side. My wholesale price was just over £36, including VAT. I've seen this in various places, Amazon, online. I'm not sure whether Waitrose might do it. I know Waitrose do the elderflower and the rhubarb. I'm not sure whether they've got this, but you'd be looking to pay somewhere about £36 to £40 for the bottle. But you do get a free bag of seeds, so it's all good. It's all good. But I mean, look at it. The bottles, their branding, everything is bang on. It's such a, I use this term a little bit, quite a lot around these gins, but it's such a sexy gin going on, a sexy brand that just works in gin and tonics. You may have seen my Friday video that went out, was all about the rhubarb gin in Prosecco. Just works. In this gin, we've got 28 botanicals going on. Most of them all coming botanically foraged from their field, as I've just said. 28. Now, I don't know all of them, but I've got a list going on here. So fruit-wise, we've got grapefruit, orange and lemon peels, fresh peels going in there, distilling. Spice-wise, we've got cinnamon, we've got cardamom. I've got two lists because they've just mailed me. I asked them, because they don't publish the list of botanicals, what goes in there. I messaged them on Facebook a couple of hours ago. They've just literally got back to me as I'm filming this. So I've got two lists going on here. So spice-wise, we've got cinnamon, we've got cardamom, we've got grains of paradise, and we've got cubeb berries as well. As citrus, I've mentioned. Herb-wise, we've got elderflower, hibiscus, and sage. And I think that's... and floral ones, we've got blue cornflower, lavender, rose and chamomile as well. So some great, and obviously a really healthy dollop of honey. Absolutely brilliant. If you go onto their homepage and the website, you will see... I think I'm not sure who it is, whether it's Jeremy the distiller or whether it's Tom or whoever it is, but you can see them getting all the honey out of the hives. It's just great. They really go on their social media. The Facebook is brilliant as well. So that's, in a nutshell, what this gin is. I cannot wait to taste it. Let's just get on with it. So we're just going to taste it in our gin balloon. I've got one of my, I'm going to stop banging on about these really soon, but I've got one of my very large 5cm ice cubes that come out of those. Amazon, £6-8 for a 2-pack of those, 16 ice cubes. So you've got nice gin balloons. These are quite big, but you could get 2 nice chunky ice cubes in there. They just work a treat. Anyway, for tasting, I'm just going to use one. We're just going to pour a little drizzle. And I must say, I was so excited. I cracked this bottle about 5-10 minutes ago, just to sort of prep up the tonic waters. Now, the smell, as soon as I cracked it, was just unbelievable. So a little drizzle going in there. Now this is bottle number 10,651, out of 2018 batch. All right, so quite a few. They are pumping out quite a few bottles. I think this is 700 bottle batches. So 700 divided, well, 10,651 divided by 700. That's how many batches they've done so far. Right, let's swill it around. Just going to swill it around. Want to dilute it very slightly. Getting a bit of water mixing with the gin so you get even more of the aromas and the botanicals coming out. Let's smell it. Oh, it's just such a lovely floral, little bit of sweetness. You can smell the sweetness from the honey on there. I get a little bit of fruit coming through, probably grapefruit coming through there on the nose as well. We ain't fuss, you're not really going to smell it, you just want to drink it, don't you? Oh, I've not even swallowed that, and that was... People might think they're paying me to say this, they're really not. I just love Warner. That is just such a gorgeous gin. Silky smooth, no vicious juniper bites, no vicious gin bite, to be fair. You would actually think, I just want to double check, because you would actually think that that is actually a liqueur. Is that, you really don't get the strength, 43%. You really don't get that at all. I could just drink that neat. That is stunning, absolutely stunning. Right, the whole purpose of this, they did message me and told me which tonic water to use. That's not what the purpose of this video is. Might be right, Warner Edwards. We'll see. We'll see what I think. Right, let's crack on. So, we've got something just this very smidgen different today. I've got two different classic tonic waters on here, because in all honesty, I couldn't think of 6 flavoured tonic waters that this would go with. So instead, I've got 7 classic tonic waters going on. I've got 6 this side, and we've rolled out Double Dutch there. So the two that don't often make an appearance is Fentimans and Double Dutch. So I've got 2 rolling out there, and then I've got a couple of ginger ales and the Fig Tree Mediterranean. So we shall see what goes on here. So first up, Franklin's and Sons, very classic natural tonic water. That works really well. I've got bit. I'm not sure what it's tannins. I don't know whether it can be tannins. I don't know. I've got something going on around my gums there with that. Lovely though. Fifa Tree. That for me, slightly better than Franklin's and Sons. Really like that combination. What I haven't mentioned is the way I'm tasting these gins. For those of you that are watching this for the first time, it's always a 1:3 ratio. I've got 5 ml of gin in there, 15 ml of tonic water. For me, 1:3 is the perfect ratio to drink a gin and tonic. Some people hit back to me and say we drink it 1:2. Basically, the point I'm making is, if you go out and you're drinking a gin and tonic and the bartender puts the whole bottle in, it's just drowning out that, because a single gin with a whole bottle of tonic is 1:8. Okay, so you're not getting a gin. While it might be a lovely tasting drink, you are not getting the gin. So that's the whole point. It's a 1:3 ratio. We've just done Fifa Tree. This is Schweppes 1783, launched at the start of 2018. Their crisp tonic water. Ooh. Need to come back to the Fifa Tree. I'm preferring 1783 at the moment. Right, this is 1783 light, slightly different tasting tonic water. Interesting. For me, that does absolutely nothing for the gin. That just, I don't want to say it leaves it flat, but it doesn't bring the gin to life like the others do. So I get that a lot with the light one. I know it's got less sugar in it and all that kind of stuff, but I've had one gin so far where the light one for me has worked. I don't know whether that's my palate. I don't know whether that's a tonic water. Let me know if you've tried that. Let me know what you think, okay? You know, it's all about feedback here. I'm not the oracle. I'm not the all saying, all singing. I'm right and everyone else is wrong. I want to know whether you like that 1783 light. I really do, and I really want to know what you drink it with. So hit me up. Right, next up, normal Schweppes. It's been around since the year AD 25. It's been around a long time. So this is Schweppes normal tonic water. That, again, what I always get from Schweppes is it's got that very slightly sweeter aftertaste to it. As a drink, as a gin and tonic, that is absolutely lovely. However, the 1783 Schweppes just lifts the gin through slightly more for me. I get a bit more of the honey, a bit more of the floral going on with 1783 compared to that. Right, we haven't rolled this one out for quite a while. This is Fentimans classic tonic water. They're botanically brewed. So they're made completely differently to how normal tonic waters are made. Oh, I have to say, I really like that as well. Unusually, I quite like Fentimans, but unusually, I'm getting more of a bitter aftertaste with that than I do Fever Tree. And Fever Tree for me is normally the most bitter tonic water. That's really weird. Okay, last plain tonic water. We have to jump over to this side. Could have just done 7 that side, but let's keep it symmetrical for the OCD people amongst you. Let's do 6 and 6. Right, so this is Double Dutch. Sorry, girls. I don't know what it is. I absolutely love Double Dutch's flavoured tonics and mixers. Absolutely love them. I think they're some of the best drinks out there. I just don't rate the tonic water. No. Right. For me, plain standard tonic waters. Do you know what? You're not going to be... The only two I wouldn't recommend is the 1783 Light and the Fentimans. They're the only two I wouldn't recommend. You are going to be absolutely satisfied with the other 4 out there. Top of the class, ever so slightly, Schweppes 1783. I think that just does a lot more for the gin than the others. And then ever so slightly just behind it, Fever Tree. Ever so slightly. So number 1.5. It's not second place. I just a touch behind for me. I really like that, the 1783 Crisp. That's just, oh, that's just lovely. Right. Let's, I'll move that now. I'll put that over here. Oh, you OCD people, you're going to be like, oh, right. Let's go on to this. This is the other recommended serve that Warner Edwards have. Do you know what? I'm even guessing straight away that they're pretty much bang on. This is Fever Tree Mediterranean tonic water. That. Ah, amazing. That is just absolutely amazing. Wow. Right. Fever Tree elderflower tonic. Elderflower, honey. Probably a bit bonkers there, but we'll see. It's not horrible. It's not wow. No. Right. Honey and ginger. It should work. The only reason it won't work is because of the other botanicals going in there that might sort of clash. But I want to give it a go. I've got the 2 ginger ales here that I use. We've got this Schweppes 1783. What do they call it? It's not crisp. Golden. There we go. Golden ginger ale. So that's the first one. Oh. Hang on. And this is Fever Tree ginger ale. Right. Fever Tree ginger ale kills it. It's just too gingery. This Schweppes 1783 golden ginger, that works. That is absolutely lovely. Right, and then last one up. This is FIFA Tree Lemon Tonic. Again, no rhyme or reason. Was I struggling for 12? I think I was, because in my head I knew what was going to work and what wasn't. But lemon, ginger, lemon and honey, sorry. Meh. No, I don't like that. I haven't used, you see these above me up here. I haven't used the Franklin's and Sons Epicurean. I didn't really think they would work. We've got the elderflower and cucumber. Now for me it's really cucumbery. I didn't think that would go. Pink grapefruit and bergamot. Again, I didn't think that would go with the honey and some of the botanicals going on in there. Rosemary black olive. May have done. I should have probably put that in there instead of the elderflower maybe. Don't know. And then the final one, rhubarb and hibiscus. Now there's hibiscus in there. That may have been a good call. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. But I tell you what, I think I'm trying to overcomplicate things here, because there are, for me, two standout, absolutely amazing drinks. One, wow, and then the rest, really, really nice. That sounds really stupid, doesn't it? The out and out one, that is just absolutely gorgeous. You will love that until the cows come home. You can drink that all night long. In second place, I'm going to put Schweppes 1783, the Golden Ginger Ale. I think that is absolutely lovely. Not as heavy, as fiery as ginger as the FIFA Tree one, so I think that's why that works really well. In third place, I'm going to put Schweppes 1783 Crisp Tonic Water. Let's just put that back that side. And then in fourth place, there we go. Don't know why I got that. So that is my lineup. Seriously, add that to your collection. It is a limited edition. I would recommend picking up a couple of bottles if you can. Say, I'll put links in the show notes so you can just quickly click, go buy. Again, check out Waitrose, which might mean Ocado do it as well. Don't know, I'll have a look at that. But in the first instance, FIFA Tree Mediterranean, really absolutely lovely drink. Maybe garnish that with some herbs, maybe some sage, maybe some rosemary, whatever floats your boat really. But they're the four. You're not going to be disappointed with any of those four. That's my order. That's been me, Steve the Barman. That's been Warner Edwards limited edition Honeybee Gin. I hope you've really enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. Let me know when you pick up a bottle. I'll catch you next time when I've got absolutely no idea what gin I'm going to be rolling out there. So that's been me. See you soon.